Stoners, welcome to another edition of Sticks-n-Stonez. I am your host, Brent Elrod, and today I am going to be pairing the M81 Blackened by Drew Estates with El Padrino Anejo Tequila. Yep, we're going with tequila today. I haven't done a tequila in a while. I kind of thought it was due, and this kind of looked like a good one. So I really do think you need to kind of prepare yourself for it's kind of a flavor explosion. I want to remind you that the links to the spirit and the cigar will be in the description of the audio. So when you listen to, those of you that are on live stream, when you listen to the audio in a few days, find out all the particulars of the last half, you'll have a link there so you can, while you're listening, you can go shop. So I'm very excited about this pairing. I think it's going to be great. I've been kind of hanging on to this M81 for a while, and I finally felt like I wanted to get it out today. So right after this, we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now, let's go ahead and start with the star of the show. The Blackened M81 cigar is handcrafted by the masters at Drew Estates. You know, Drew Estates is one of my top 2 or 3 brands. I love what Drew Estates puts out, and this particular stick, it just boasts all kinds of qualities. A dark, oily wrapper that promises to be robust and complex and have a great flavor profile. Actually, Drew partnered with Blackened American Whiskey, which in and of itself was a collaboration between James Hetfield. Those of you that know your 80s metal, you'll know that James Hetfield is one of the founding members of Metallica. That's where the M81 gets its name from. M, Metallica, 81, as in 1981, when the group launched. So it was a collaboration between James Hetfield and Sweet Amber Distilling. This particular stick is a Robusto 5x50 on the ring gauge. Its origin is Nicaragua. It was, as we mentioned with Drew Estates, the factory was La Gran Fabrica, Drew Estate. The filler, it's kind of peculiar, is Nicaraguan and U.S. Pennsylvania Green River 1 sucker. Now that's somebody knew what they were doing when they named that particular tobacco leaf. They're both Maduros. The binder is also from the U.S. It is a Connecticut River Valley broadleaf that is also Maduro. And the wrapper, ding, ding, ding. Can anybody guess what the wrapper is? The wrapper is a beautiful Mexican San Andres. This was released about a year ago, November of 2022, and it is regular production, so it looks like it's going to be around for a while. So visually, it is kind of a little bit more. I'll hold it up here to the camera so you can see it. It is a little bit kind of rougher exterior, I guess you'd say, a little more rugged stick. It has tight yet visible seams. It's got minimal veining, but the veins that's on it are fairly pronounced. You can see them really well. You can feel them under your fingers. It's got a little hint of tooth, and I think I mentioned, and you can see, it's a really dark chocolate brown. And they kept the banding very simple. There's the foot band, and there's the top band. Not going for a huge pop from the banding, but I like it. It works well. On the nose, I get some hints of like stone fruit or other drupes. And if you know what those are, I may not be pronouncing it exactly right, but you're talking about plums, cherries, peaches, fruits that have a pit. They're not seeded, as opposed to like berries that have multiple seeds inside. But I'm also getting black pepper and kind of a oakiness. Let's give it a cut. What cut are we using? Well, we're using the Cassetti multi-cutter, and I don't want to do. I know I did a guillotine cut the other day, and then yesterday when I did a live stream, I did a V cut. I'm gonna go with the V cut again today. No, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna punch cut it. Oh, in case I didn't mention it, this has a very large and well-positioned double cap. Some people will tell you not to wet the end of the cigar, that you're a newbie if you wet the end of the cigar before you cut it, but I think it just makes it easier to cut. So, to each his own, right? Perfectly little punched hole in the butt end of the cigar. The ass end, if you will. I get a kind of a moist earthiness, like I could describe maybe the, not rainforest, but you know, like up in the northeast of the United States in Washington and Oregon, they got all kinds of like ferns growing and everything, and it's real dense, heavy wooded, kind of that moist earth if you like pulled a plant up or turned over a shovel full of dirt. I think most of you probably know what I'm talking about. But that's the first thing that I get. And then kind of behind that is chocolate and some coffee and just a hint of black pepper. Good cigar. I'm gonna go ahead while I've got it in my hand, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the foot band. Foot band is very, very well attached. Good construction on this cigar all the way around. Man, Jonathan, dude, maybe not quite so much adhesive on that. I had to tear it into all kinds of little pieces to get it off there, but I got it. All right, now let's bring out the Co-Star, the perfect counterpart to this, and that is El Padrino Anejo Tequila. It is aged for a minimum of 12 months in oak barrels. This particular tequila is known for its kind of deep amber color, as you can, those of you on the live stream can see, and it's got a supposed to have a velvety texture. Now we'll see about that. Let me go ahead and glass this up. Holy cow! All right, let's go ahead and glass some of this up and see what it has to offer. Wow, tight, tight, tight. Nice cork pop. All right, here we go. All right. Wow, as that tequila was just kind of cascading into the glass, I could already get some whiffs of the just enticing aromas that were filling the air. And that's just hinting at the rewards that are coming. All right, now as I said, this is El Padrino El Padrino is, the distillery is El Padrino de mi Tierra, and I may have butchered that all up. It is in the Jalisco region of Mexico, and the agave region is Los Altos and to the Tequila Valley in Jalisco. So it's all right there in that same little state, I guess, if you will. As I said, the region is Jalisco. Cooking is done in stone and brick ovens, autoclave, high pressure. The extraction is by roller mill, and the fermenting takes place in stainless steel tanks, and it's 100% agave. The distillation is 2 times distilled in stainless steel pot stills. That's a lot to get out. And it is 40% AB alcohol by volume. So it's 80 proof. And as I mentioned earlier, it is aged in American white oak barrels. And I had company. All right. Now, visually, as you can see, if you're watching on the live stream, I would say this is a little bit lighter than an amber color. To me, it is just a beautiful light golden. It's got good legs, clings to the glass very well. On the nose, it's not overpowering. You're not getting a big waft of alcohol. It's very subtle. I get vanilla and caramel, oak, and then it kind of starts, those are kind of the main aromas that you're getting, but then it kind of falls off, and in lesser quantity you have like black pepper and cinnamon. All right, I'm going in. My mouth is just watering from all of this. This is just amazing. It's a very, very approachable spirit. The 80 proof. It does not have a ton of alcohol burn. Really, it's more on the back end, more like spicy black pepper. But much like the nose, you do get some cooked agave, but then you have the vanilla and the caramel and the oak. I spoke about in the nose, and then, like I said, a significant amount of black pepper at the end, but it's not like a overpowering black pepper. You just get a nice little burn right along the outside edge of your tongue, and then it fades away. This is a really good tequila. It may be one of the best sippers that I've had. My tequila experience is limited to mostly, the big time brands. But in doing my research with El Padrino, I did find that, I think this was ranked like 95 by, the professional folks. That is almost so smooth and easy drinking that it's dangerous. You'd be like, oh yeah, give me a whole glass of that. That's really good. I could drink a lot of that. And then you wind up waking up the next morning wanting to know where your keys are. So be careful. Tequila will sneak up on you. Wow. Now that I've sat here and just sipped on it like crazy, I'm going to have to put a little more in the glass. Not a lot. Half a shot maybe. Just so I've got enough to get into the stick. All right, here we go. We're going to ignite the M81. And I'm, as always, using my Rocky Patel 5 torch. I'm using the 5 torch because I don't like the long drawn out. I hold the cigar and the lighter a fairly good distance away from each other, but the flame from the Rocky does a wonderful job of just kissing the tip of the cigar and awakening it to its full potential. Damn near caught my microphone on fire. Still smoking. That'd make for a very interesting episode. I can say right off that it's not as smoky as most of the other Drew Estate products. Most of the Drew Estate lines just produce huge volumes of smoke. This one is not like that, but it's not bad. I'm getting notes of kind of a dark chocolate and some coffee and maybe some leather in there. Getting some retro black pepper in the retro inhale. All right, let's try them together. Man, as I was bringing the glass up, it's hard to quell my eagerness and savor the anticipation. You have to kind of make yourself wait for it just a little bit. That makes it all the better. It's like that about a lot of things. So, But as I was taking a sip, I'd just taken a good draw off the cigar, and the smoothness of the sip just kind of washes over my palate and starts intertwining with the flavors off of the cigar, and they just kind of, I don't know, hey, let's go all out with descriptions. They dance harmoniously over my tongue with the tequila's caramel and vanilla and oak mixing with the coffee and the chocolate off the stick. And I hope I'm being very descriptive so you can really get a feeling of what this experience is like. The fusion of flavors is, let me think about this. The fusion of flavors and the sensations in my mouth and olfactory senses, I gotta throw that in there, and olfactory senses is creating an ultimate taste explosion. How did I do? If I didn't describe that well enough, then you're probably not listening well enough. Now, when I first started, when I first lit it and started to burn, I thought it was going to have a fairly significant dip in it, but I haven't done anything, and it has pretty much straightened itself right on up. So, it may have just been the product of a bad person lighting it. I think I'm pretty experienced in lighting cigars, though. I think this is going to be a very good pairing. I've been somewhat kind of overwhelmed in all my senses trying to make sure I describe this correctly. I'm at the point now I think I need a cigarette. Just kind of lay back for a moment. So, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to burn this down to the halfway mark, and I will come back and give you an update. Hey, Stoners, I am back. We have made it to the half, and the stick is still holding pretty true to the cold draw and aroma. with a smooth and mellow profile and a flavor that is just bursting with earth and dark chocolate and coffee, leather. There's a little bit of pepper in there. The tequila is a wonderful complement that is very complex with notes that are blending harmoniously with the stick. I'm going to go ahead and burn this down to the band, and I will come back and give you my final thoughts. Hey, Stoners, as we reluctantly near the end of this incredible pairing, I would like to invite you to try this extraordinary combination for yourself. Let your senses embark on a journey that will leave you craving for more, because I sure am. Thank you for joining us for this unforgettable experience. I have thoroughly enjoyed every single puff and sip. If you've enjoyed the episode, hit like, subscribe, share, notify on whichever channel you happen to be watching or listening on, so that you can stay tuned for more of these extraordinary pairings and exciting adventures. The last half of the cigar was really, there wasn't a whole lot of change throughout the cigar. It stayed very consistent. There were, earthiness and dark chocolate and some black pepper, but in the last half, you did pick up a little bit more woodier and creamier palate notes. It was a very good stick. I would give it an 85 matchsticks. The tequila was excellent. It was very complex and flavorful and paired very well with this M81. I'd give it an 81 Whiskey Stones or Tequila Stones, whatever you want to say. And I would urge you to try both. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Please let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, notify, so that you know when I drop new content, and share the snot out of it. We're really growing, and I'm really happy, and I want to keep it going. I have some great pairings and some great content coming up. You can find me pretty much anywhere. As you're already listening to this, you know. But I'm on Amazon Music. You can find me on the Amazon shopping app. You can find the episodes there. You can go visit I'm transitioned off before I needed to. We're on Amazon Music, the Amazon shopping app, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Spotify, Pandora, and a whole host of smaller ones. And I'm really trying to push Spreaker right now, so I encourage you to download their free app and sign up for free and listen to us over on Spreaker. I really like their platform, and they allow us, their technology allows us to post on YouTube, even though it's not a video. So from Spreaker, I carry it over to YouTube, and while there's no video to it, you still get to listen to the episode. So you can go to YouTube and listen to Spreaker there. Works that way too. So visit our website, Sticks-n-Stonez.com, Sticks-n-Stonez.com, Sticksstonez.com. There you can find links to the episodes, blog posts, link to our Amazon store for show merchandise, Sticks-n-Stonez themed gear, links to our affiliate marketing partners, where I get a commission for any purchases that you make. Just some of our partners are Fanatics.com, Freedom Fatigues, Caliber Coffee, Pinto Ranch, Carhartt, Huck High Performance Wear, and our latest one is Keeper's Heart Irish Whiskey, American Irish Whiskey. It is a new concept, and I'm going to be doing a pairing on it here upcoming, but they are one of our latest partners. I'm very excited about it. Until we get to be together again, keep your sticks dry, your stones cold, and have a great day.